Hi guys, welcome back to today's session. Okay, certain professionals can be identified by their appearance. Am I right? Yes. So, what comes to your mind first when you see or think of a pilot or a traffic policeman? Yes, a pilot controls and steers an aeroplane. He operates the directional flight controls. He wears milk white uniform and golden stripes on his shoulders. He wears a shiny black cap, right? At the same time, a traffic policeman wears white stripes on his shoulders in a khaki uniform. In some states, a traffic policeman wears a white and white uniform also. He regulates traffic, fines people who violate traffic rules. He prevents accidents by monitoring overspeeding vehicles and by discouraging drunken driving. So, these things will come to our mind when we think about a pilot or a traffic policeman. Do you agree with me? Yes. So, in this session, we are going to see a detective story from Unit 4 Supplementary Reader. The title is The Midnight Visitor and it was written by Robert Arthur. Before we get into the story, we'll see about the author. Robert J. Arthur was born on 10th November 1909 and died on 2nd May 1969. He was a writer of speculative fiction and specialized in crime fiction and mystery fiction. He was known for his work with the Mysterious Traveler radio series and for writing The Three Investigators, a series of young adult novels. Arthur was honored twice by the Mystery Writers of America with an Edgar Award for Best Radio Drama. He also wrote scripts for television. Let's get into the story. Children, listen carefully. Meanwhile, I'll ask you questions. Okay? Yes. The story revolves around three characters, two rival spies named Hasbel and Max, and one mystery writer, Fowler. Hasbel is a chubby, lethargic, messy, and clumsy man, while Max is slender and rugged. Okay, mention two features of Hasbel that were uncharacteristic of a detective. Yes, you're correct. Hasbel was a very fat guy who was very lethargic, messy, and clumsy man. Am I right? Yes. This story is a short story, but intriguing insight into the life of a spy, which may not be as glamorous as in the movies, but still full of danger and suspense. Hasbel meets Fowler. Fowler was a writer who always fascinated by spies and secrets. Okay, who was Fowler? Why did he meet Hasbel? Yes, you're correct. Fowler was a young writer. So why did he meet Hasbel? He met Hasbel to get some ideas about the report on the missile, isn't it? Yes. Hasbel was expecting a sensitive document to arrive that night, so he asked Fowler to follow him through the night. Though Fowler is disappointed at Hasbel's appearance and mannerisms, he agrees to do the same. Suddenly, Hasbel gets a phone call regarding someone who has entered his hotel room. Alarmed but Not overly worried, he beckons Fowler to follow him to his room. Okay, what was Hasable waiting for? Yes, you're correct. Hasable was waiting for a document. Okay, why was Fowler initially disappointed of Hasable? Yes, Hasable did not shoot any description of a spy. That is the first reason. And the second thing is he was very fat and messy man, right? And the third thing is his behavior was not like that of a spy. Okay, so he was initially disappointed of Hasable, isn't it? Yes. The room is on the sixth floor. As they enter the room, they are startled by a pistol toting individual staring at them. It is Max, the revival spy of Asbel. He asks them to enter and lock the room. He threatens Hasbel and wants him to hand over the document to him as soon as they arrive at his room later that night. Playing rather composed, Hasbel sits down and complains about the balcony window that he thought Max used to break into his room. Okay, who was the midnight visitor? What was the purpose of his visit there? Yes, you are absolutely correct. Max was the another spy man and he was the midnight visitor, isn't it? So he came to get the document from Asbel, isn't it? Right. Max claims that he used the master key to get inside and had he known about the balcony, he would have used that instead. Asbel reiterates that he complained to the manager about the balcony window several times and has had previous break-ins. Okay, how had Max actually entered into the room? Yes, Max actually had entered into the room with a master key, isn't it? Okay. Did Max presence alarm Asbel? Yes, Max's presence alarmed Asbel, but he did not reveal it on his face at all, right? Okay. Fowler is listening to the conversation intently. Suddenly, there is a loud clamor at the door. Asbel suggests that it must be the police that he has arranged to safekeep the documents. Okay, was Asbel really waiting for the police? Asbel was not waiting for the police. He thought of a plan to escape from Max, so he told lie to Max, isn't it? Right. Max gets anxious and asks Asbel to turn them away while he hides in the balcony. He threatens to shoot if he smells any trickery. As the doorknob is turned in loud, Max jumps out of the window. As soon as Max leaps outside the window, he yells out of horror as he crashes to the road below. Okay, where did Max try to hide himself? Yes, you're correct. Max tried to hide himself in the balcony. So, what happened to Max finally? Yes, you are absolutely correct. Actually, there was no balcony, so Max fell down and died, isn't it? Yes. Next, the door opens and a waiter comes in. The waiter says that he has brought the wine that Asbel had ordered. He keeps the bottle, tray, and glasses there on the table and leaves. Okay, who was standing outside the room? Yes, you're correct. The waiter was standing outside the room. Why did he come there? Yes, he came to Hasabel's room to give the drinks he had ordered already, isn't it? Yes. Fowler is surprised after seeing all that. Fowler asked him about the police. Then Hasabel replied that there was no policeman. Fowler again asked about Max, who was waiting at the balcony outside the window. Then Hasabel replied that the person would not return as there was no balcony at all. Now Fowler is relieved and impressed by Hasabel's presence of mind. He realizes that looks can truly be deceiving. This shows the quick wit of Hasabel as he took advantage of the situation and successfully made Max nervous. Under his nervousness, he jumped out of the window without any thought. He jumped from the top floor of the hotel and hence died. Thus, Hasabel outwitted Max and saved himself from a very dangerous situation. The ultimate message that one can get from the story is that in any situation we should not panic. Instead, we should take a step and face the situation with our presence of mind. Okay, what is the message you are getting from the story? Yes, appearance may be deceptive and we should not judge the people by its cover, isn't it? Okay, now we will see few glossaries from the supplementary reader. Musty, having a stale smell. Wheezing, with a hissing sound while breathing. Espionage, the practice of spying to obtain information. Sloppy, careless and unsystematic. Prosaic, ordinary or usual. Inflection, modulation or intonation. Deftly, skillfully. Sill, a slab of wood or stone at the foot of a window opening or doorway. Let's see few key points for better understanding. Hasabel was a secret agent. Hasabel and Fowler entered the room. They saw Max, a spy, holding a gun there. Hasabel asked Max whether he had come through the balcony, but there was no balcony at all. Max replied him that he had entered the room using a passkey. Max asked Hasabel to hand him over the secret papers concerning some new missiles. Then there was a knocking sound at the door. Hasabel said that it was the policeman. So Max jumped through the windows, thinking that there was balcony. He fell down to the ground screamingly. Thus, Hasabel outwitted Max by his intelligence and presence of mind. Okay, children, up to this, the story gets over. Hope you enjoyed. Try to finish all the given assignments and post me without fail. Okay, thank you.